The school year is about to end and IPCRF season na naman. Kaya today, usapang RPMS po tayo. Welcome to Teach with Mrs. G. Hello everyone, I am Eunice Garcia. I am a teacher by profession and I created this channel to help you, my fellow teachers, in matters related to teaching and education. So today, I will be sharing with you 7 MOVs that you need to complete the RPMS portfolio. So if you are a public school teacher like me, then this video is for you. By the way, since I am new in YouTube, please click the subscribe button below and like and share this video to teachers who you think might benefit from the information that I will share today. So let's start. Let me give you a short background about RPMS-PPST. So RPMS stands for Results-Based Performance Management System, and this is based on the PPST or the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So in DepEd, marami talaga tayong ginagamit na acronym. So this is the basic guide that we use in the teaching profession. So as teachers, we are rated and evaluated based on the indicators in this tool.
DepEd released the multi-year guidelines on the RPMS-PPST on February 3, 2023. And if you go to page 15, you will find the RPMS tool for Teacher 1 to 3 for school year 2022-2023. This is a document posted in public which you can get from www.deped.gov.ph or simply search through Google by typing multi-year guidelines on RPMS 2023. Then, you can click on that and download DM008 series of 2023.
So what are the MOVs that you need to complete your RPMS portfolio? So actually, I simplified it into 7 MOVs. And the first is the COT or the Classroom Observation Tool. So this will be used in 9 out of the 15 objectives in our RPMS tool. Since this is the most used MOV among all the others, I will be creating a different or a separate video to share more details about this. So please watch out for that. As a means of verification, the COT or the Classroom Observation Tool can be done via on-site or face-to-face teaching session, or pwede rin siya sa synchronous or asynchronous teaching, or it can also be done through a demonstration in a LAC session or Learning Action Cell. Basically, this document is used by your observer, either the master teacher or your school principal, in rating you during your classroom demonstration. So this will cover 9 different objectives. So in KRA 1, under Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy, so you have objectives 1, 2, and 3. Under KRA 2, the Learning Environment and Diversity of Learners, so objectives 4, 5, and 6. And in KRA 3, Curriculum and Planning, under objectives 7 and 9. And in KRA 4, for Assessment and Reporting, or objective 10. The second MOV is your LAC or Fgd Documentation. So this is needed in Objective 8 under KRA number 3. So this is composed of the attendance, minutes, or reflection notes that you generated from your LAC session. So it is required in this MOV that you provide at least one per quarter. So that's at least 4 MOVs.
Take note that in rating your LAC documentation, quality is measured based on what is included in your reflection notes or MOV3. So here, you will be rated based on quality. Did you use the LAC for planning to enrich teaching? So that means you're outstanding. Or did you just reflect on the practices shared? So that's VS. Also, the MOV needs to be measured in terms of timeliness. So you need to provide MOV for 4 quarters.
The third MOV is the monitoring and evaluation of learners' progress. So you can present any of the following, pwedeng ILMP or the Individual Learning Monitoring Plan. It can be the peer assessment data of activities that allow students to assess performance of fellow learners. So if you have activities that allow students to do peer evaluation or peer assessment, pwede natin gamitin yan. Next is a sample learner's output with reflection or self-assessment. And then you can also use the progress chart or anecdotal records. Pwede rin class or e-class record and grade sheets. Could be lesson plans showing index of mastery or the frequency of errors showing the least learned and most mastered skills. So for this performance and indicator, kailangan maipakita natin na yung learners natin ay involved. So for you to be able to get the 5 rating or outstanding, you need to show that you involve learners in monitoring and evaluating their assessment. So for this type of MOV, kailangan natin covered ang 4 quarters. So we need to provide at least 1 MOV per quarter for you to be able to comply with the timeliness. For MOV number 4, we have communication with stakeholders. So this is under objective number 12, KRA 4. So you can present at least one of the following. Could be sample corrected test paper in any learning area with parents or guardian's signature. Pwede ring minutes of meeting with stakeholders plus the attendance. Could also be a report card with parents or guardian's signature. Any form or type of communication that you had with key stakeholders using various modalities, or anecdotal records showing entries per quarter. So for you to be able to get an outstanding performance or rating in this type of MOV, you need to show that there is sustained engagement through regular communication. So you have to present complete MOVs per quarter or MOV that represents a quarterly monitoring with your stakeholders. So MOV number 5 is the learner-centered teaching philosophy. This is under objective 13 of KRA 5 or personal growth and professional development. So here you will present your reflection or journal entry which shows application of learner-centered teaching philosophy. Could be in your lesson plan or in any community work. So you have to partner this MOV with a lesson plan showing learner-centered teaching philosophy. So you need to have this type of MOV per quarter. So you will be required to submit 4 MOVs representing 1 teaching philosophy per quarter. So how can you get an outstanding rating in this MOV? You must show details of consistent involvement of your learners in the teaching and learning process. The 6th MOV is the professional development MOVs. This is under objective number 14 for KRA 5. So you will be needing here forms that I think you already have. Okay, so if you have completed already your ESAT or self-assessment tool, you get a certification from your ICT coordinator or from your school head. That's 1. And then you also need to provide your IPCRF development plan, and then MRF or your mid-year review form, and updated IPCRF or your development plan from phase 2. So all of these forms are already available, I guess, at this point of time. The final and the 7th MOV is related work activities. So actually, I think this is one of our favorites, which is the plus factor. So we need to provide at least one of the following certifications or certification of any of the following. So it could be committee involvement or module or learning material writer or validator if you are a writer or a validator, pwede. Resource speaker or facilitator in any modality. Authorship, we have advisorship if you have clubs or organizations in school. Saan po kayo naging chairman dito, naging coordinator, and etc. Demo teaching, okay. Research forum or conference. Mentoring of in-service or pre-service teachers. Research within the rating period and other certifications based on your accomplishment. So you just need to provide annotation of how it contributed to the teaching learning process. So if you want to get an outstanding rating in this MOV, you need to provide at least one certification that is beyond the school or learning center level. And of course, you also have to provide details of the achieved positive contribution to the teaching learning process through your annotation, and this should be distributed within the 4 quarters of the school year.
Let's take a look at the summary of MOVs. So we have here the type of MOVs and the number of MOVs that we need. MOV number 1 is the Classroom Observation Tool or the COT. We need 4 or 2 depending on the KRA. MOV number 2 is your LAC documentation. You need at most 4 to represent 1 per quarter. MOV number 3 is your Learner Monitoring MOV. You can present any one of this type of MOV. You need 1 in your portfolio. MOV number 4 is Communication with Stakeholders. You need at least 1 in your portfolio. We have MOV number 5, Reflection or Journal Entry. You need 4 to represent 1 per quarter. We have Professional Development MOV. You need all of these 4 MOVs in your portfolio. And number 7 is your Certification of Related Work, at least 1 MOV. I hope you find this video valuable and all the best in your portfolio preparation. Please watch out for more videos. Share, like, and subscribe to my channel. It's Teach with Mrs. G. Bye!